president is an individual. If the president had more than 10 ambassadors and maybe 20 of them, out of 25, 20 of them singing messages say, "Chief, this is not time. This is not the time. That may want cause trouble. Then wait for time." You think the president will proceed? He's a human being. There's something we call the friendship association. Negative reinforcement or positive reinforcement. That's criminology. They say when you want to do something, your decision or your behavior is influenced by the group you spend most of the time with. The people that are around you have the tendency to influence your behavior because you spend much of the time with them. Sometimes you say, "Look, I will not do that. I'm doing this one." But at certain point in time, when you study more, there are some of those who are very clever. You get into it, look, man. So those were the problems.
I would say no. The party is not discontinued. The party is winning. The party is missing. If he was a speaker, that's significant. Let's be very clear. He was a speaker in the House. It's significant. Even political actors and political scientists outside of Liberia have factored that in. No, that was unfortunate. What has been the role of the party? And that is where I have been critical of the party leadership. I have think that the chairman and the secretary general they need to take action to stop this bleeding. When we came up almost a year ago, that there was a need for a mini convention, that there was a need for the party to be resurrected. There was a need, and at that time people didn't understand us, and they said we were opposing. I'm waiting for the NEC meeting to ask them why did these people leave? The problem that was happening as a government is that the Liberian people nationwide are not knowing what happened. The mayor in Bam, my hometown, is not aware that the road from here to Buchanan has been built beautifully. The mayor that may be in Brooklyn is not aware that from here to has been beautifully built. The mayor city, maybe Bomi is not aware that from Fishtown to Harper there is a road patching project. And why is all of this happening? It's because the Ministry of Information has been reduced to a talking shop and a preaching center. Look at a significant anniversary just passed with us in a single documentary. The 10th anniversary of the elections that returned Liberia to peace and stability. I didn't see a single documentary from Mika. Those were things that were normal when we were growing up. Mika production, this, that. And it keeps the citizen informed, the documentary, and then the second part of it, our state broadcaster has not been empowered to go nationwide coverage, both television and radio. When I was a kid, I used to witness football game in Bam from Moravia on here TV. We need to return to this. And then our cabinet people have information. If you look in your budget, you don't see any such proposal.
The FAB budget will determine the clear vision for the country. Okay, then it also includes a dividend on some of the powers. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build and the street, the road from President Bolivar to 4th Street, all the Puebla, that's true. But it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Walker visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to bring any other person before Nigeria's interest, and then people fighting them with on inside.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So you see, it just to the focus to the China Africa Forum has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on a global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hype
it. If the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they didn't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. In sports? Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Worst country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God. I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right. The hardship, you have not seen that hardship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Don't create the false impression that only the government is corrupt. There's something wrong with that.
Let's begin with Vanny Deeds from Truth FM. He's indicated that are we then suggesting that the church is corrupt?
If you did this on what's your view tonight, there'll be people calling me, cussing me. Oh, like we right again. Oh man. Something wrong with that. People come into the government from the larger society. They come into the government from the church. They come into the government from our communities. They come into the government from schools. They come into the government from our homes.
The Liberian Council of Churches agrees with us that corruption is endemic. What it means is that all across the institutions of the state, we find corruption. In our homes, in the churches, everywhere.
When the same people that make up the government fill your pews every Sunday, and in fact, some services are 3 times a week. It's hard to teach in government.
It's easier to teach in the church. But the need to do more in the fight against corruption ought not to translate into an understanding by the council that nothing has been done to fight corruption. According to the latest report of 2014, the difficult year of the Ebola virus disease outbreak, Liberia ranks 94 out of 175 countries. This is the objective proof of the measure of progress in the fight against corruption. Firstly, that there is bound to be a perennial struggle between objective reality and popular perception about corruption. Finally, on this subject, we know the church to be a community dedicated to the spiritual and moral nurturing of its members. Today, many public officials are members of various churches in the country. Some are even serving in high positions of trust in the church, either prior to entry into the government or while they are still in the government. Many of these public officials regularly fall under the moral and spiritual guidance of their cleric, to therefore suggest that the government has failed in the fight against corruption, that these same officials are somehow irredeemably corrupt. Even if this were true, when you look at Africa today, by available evidence, is to correspondingly admit the moral failing of the church, for which the council must also accept responsibility.
Yes, good morning, Solo.
Good morning, you live.
My name is Fote Kutubu Sharif, and I join you from the Adonam District 11 this morning.
Go ahead.
As for me, this morning, I don't have problem with Simon Freeman having a running mate who will be a Muslim. My question here is, I want to know the numerical strength of Simon Freeman political party, because we got the information that they have the membership of 1,500 presidents. There are 1,500 presidents in the membership.
Okay.
So how can they win the presidency in this country?
Okay, thank you. And you heard the questions there. We don't have lots of time to continue.
That's just for Brother Kutubu, whom I call my cousin.
Yes,
and when you did your analysis, let him make a scholarly. Have he drawn how many questionnaires did he give out to understand that we have 1,005? Kutubu, please don't be sentimental in making comments over the radio. Normally, when you talk, people can even call to ask me. Normally, I keep mute. I told you. One time you call about Boko Haram, the people call me. They say, "But we expect to on you, so I beg you, be careful. That name for us. Let me be sacrosanct. If you want to make analysis over radio, issue a questionnaire and do your finding and analysis. Please don't be sentimental in making comments over the radio. Normally, when you talk, people can even call to ask me. Normally, I keep mute. I told you. One time you call about Boko Haram, the people call me. They say, "But we expect on you, so I beg you, be careful. That name for us. Let me be sacrosanct. If you want to make analysis over radio, issue a questionnaire and do your finding and analysis.
Embarrassment to you people name, eh? Okay.
We all have time already.
We're sowing these seeds again, seeds of anger and hate. We're sowing it in the population. I hear some people, when they want paper, they want banana because you know it will be costing some kind of government official. So you rush into it because they're not your uncle, they're not your pa, they're not your brother. And in your own difficult state, you assume things are so good with everybody else you and other people to blame. But let me tell you, these people who writing their lies and getting your money for writing these lies, they know that lie. And they're sucking your money to board their back. They send their children to school. That's what they're doing with your money. Rush to go buy.
All right. The paper print 1,000 copies is sold out. Everybody, there's no returns. Everybody fighting to keep one copy for the file. All right. Now I call that a success story. And the Liberian people are not stupid. If you were lying to the Liberian people, they will not. When you see a paper, say, "Oh, move that trash from here," we will not buy it. All right. The Liberian people are not stupid. And I want people to understand that. And tomorrow is coming. And tomorrow is coming soon. They will soon break.
So Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's have to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the belt like this. They don't know where the belt, they don't know where it's going. The forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, simply, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they didn't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero.
In sports?
Tell me something. Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give you $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national your national team, if they go.
It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day, and so we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here and I doing everything we can for our country, and especially listening to me about time like this. The last time you ever listened to me over the weekends was again when our country was at a crossroad. So when they tell you say the country is at a crossroad, meaning the country may either go left, the country may either go right. The country may either go wrong, the country may either go right. So that's what we call a crossroad. So when you are at a crossroad, that's what you see. Very good. So when they say our country is at a crossroad or we are at a crossroad of a decision, meaning we don't know what level of decision we intend to make. So you may not know what sort of decision. So if somebody asks you the question, say, oh, we are at a crossroad of making a decision. When they say crossroad, when the road cross like that, you either go left, you go right, just like that. That's how it operates. So whenever our country is at a crossroad, that's when you see us come up on unusual days. Though this kind of day is very important, and this day is proudly sponsored by our many students. We thought to come up this time to tell you that for the sake of you, we can allow ourselves to, retire and from our rest and get back. Anything you come from out of retirement, right? So when you retire, meaning you go rest. But when you come from out of retirement, so our weekends retirements, we got to come from out of that retirement so that we get back to work because our country is at a crossroad. And so I want to say welcome, and this is a special edition. You know, I try my best and to listen to some of the audios I've been sharing here and there. So I thought those audios that we have listened to, that you may have listened to, and the ones we've listened to, so that we gave your vivid understanding of what it may lead this country to. Because one thing we've always done is that God had always used us to tell you what is ahead of your country in the wake of so and so happenings. So whatever may be happening now, what it means for the future of this country. Because, and I think with God, all things are possible. So things can happen, and no matter what the circumstances are, we'll still see ourselves being challenged. Many of you are home, you are wondering. But like I always told you people, for tonight, let me say thanks to DTV Online. And my junior son, he's always doing this. And of course, they carrying the program as well. And as always, in other radio stations across the country. So many a times we come up and we want to speak with you and tell you exactly what this country is all about, or where we are going as a people with this country. So sometimes you get to ask yourself the question, where are we going? If you always you say we are going somewhere, yeah, certainly we are going somewhere. But as to whether that place is good or bad, I can't tell you. Sometimes I can tell you that as a result of this you have done, you're going to be led to the wrong path. And so we think for sure, no matter what it is, we are certainly getting there. Mm-hmm. So God is there, and God is guiding us, and God is going to take us through everything that we do. So we are forever grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here tonight on this very day. And Kalito Mamususon Kali says that strictly from the airport because of tonight's show. So you have to cut your own show, then shut you. You have to call your own time, then shut to, so that we all can be in class tonight, right? Yeah, I myself, time like this, I'm out of resting, reading over some stuff, and doing some research. But again, I have to be at time like this because you yourself, you got to, and I call it too. Yeah. So I want to say thanks to all of you for everything you continue to do. If you are getting me very clear, loud and clear, especially the online students, I want to say that you can just indicate that as we are going on. And Susan Pay, you are a student who can do your research at your problem. Why you say you're surprised to see me on today? Yeah. But my coming on had always happened at crucial times of our country. During the election hearing time, we devoted our time and everything to come over the weekends because we are at a critical point of our country. You people thought that we're only doing it for ourselves, but look at where we are today. Look at where we are today. Similar reason is the basis for which we are here tonight. It's the basis for which we are here tonight. In the next months ahead, things are going to be tough. The nation's governance state is going to be stalled if care is not taken. The one that we are about to go into is something you haven't seen before. It's not normal. The calamity that was being talked about, when the man of God, God, when God ready to destroy you, God can destroy you. Oh, you don't know that one? When God said he was sending Abraham to Sodom and Gomorrah to go do destruction, God can destroy. When God ready for that thing, when God ready to destroy you, God doesn't just destroy people. God destroys you on point and to save. God doesn't just destroy because if you don't destroy. No, he destroys to save, to send a message. It's either to destroy you and save others from following you, but there must be some kind of destruction. So God was using the Sodom and Gomorrah situation to save you and myself. Now, how does such saving works? Because if we saw what that God did in Sodom and Gomorrah, and you will be scared. It serves as deterrence for you. So it serves as deterrence. You don't want to go that same path. So God can destroy to save. So you know that. Take a look around you. During the election time, because God was ready to teach you people lesson, we came, we spoke, we said what we could. Those who are supposed to listen, they did listen, but they did not understand what we were talking. They were just hearing it. There's a difference between hearing and understanding. You can hear something, but you're not understanding it. So they did hear us, but they did not understand what we were saying at the time. Or they chose to not have understood what we were saying at the time. So we just look at it and say, okay, let's go on. It doesn't mean God did not send people to put you on your guard. God put people in front to put you on your guard. And did God do that? Yes, God did do that. And did you yield to that? No, we didn't. We didn't do that. So this is why we are here tonight. When God is ready to destroy, two ways he does it. One, he will harden your heart. Hardened your heart to destroy you. Classic example is Pharaoh. Because God said, God will have made Moses to say, no, Moses, before you go there, and God did it to the people in Nineveh. Right? Yeah. God did it. So you see, Jonah, before God could send Jonah, God already finished changing the people's minds already. All Jonah needed to do was just to carry his message. And the people were ready to change. In the case of Moses, God said, I am not going to make Pharaoh have to just change. No. You see, and you see the difference there? The people that Jonah was going to, God was already finished changing their mind now because he didn't want to go about. He was there going to preach to them, but God has already settled that stage and set that stage for change. So there was not much trouble as compared to Moses going to Pharaoh. And God told Moses that I am not going to make Pharaoh to be somebody who will be calm to you to respect you. No. I am going to make Pharaoh to be disrespectful to you because I'm ready to destroy him. Because if Pharaoh is good to you, there will be no basis for me to destroy him. If Pharaoh has repented, Pharaoh has calmed down, Pharaoh is letting the people go, Pharaoh is no. He said, so God said, you know what? I want to deal with Pharaoh for what he did. So what I'm going to do, watch out for this. I am going to harden Pharaoh's heart because I'm ready to destroy him. So most of these things that you see happening here today, that Sunday, that we are preaching small and long, because this sermon that we are preaching here is applicable to what we are seeing now. The turbulent times are about to come. The stage is getting set. It's getting set. Sometimes you ask yourself the question, but where are we going? We are going where we don't want to go, but we will go because we're supposed to go there because of the decisions we have made. We must face those consequences. One thing people don't want to accept in life is the consequences of their decisions they make. We got to accept it. Nobody going to protest here to say, but no, we will live with the consequences of the decisions that we have made. So that's where we are. So we want to live with it and let us be set for it. And you can now see the signs are getting clear. Now we are going to have tougher times ahead. The real thing that people talk about is about to happen in this country. So I think tonight there's a little window open for you to play the cash giveaway. Star 7 and star 2 for hash. It's 3,000. Yeah, you can get that. I think it's okay for you. You can have that done and I play it. You're going to get it on. Then I star 7 and star and 3,000. And it's why you're going to get star 7 and star 2 for hash. Yeah, you're going to get 3,000. It's just Sunday, so there's nothing much we can do with that. And so we think for sure we are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. So we are right here tonight to share with you what we know. So welcome to class. The embattled speaker of the House of Representatives has just returned to the country. He did return to it today. And I think he had been having series of meetings. And this special class is exclusively on unfoldings at the lower house, so that we start telling you, so that you start preparing yourself for what lies ahead. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a battle that's going to be fought head on. And this is where Joseph Boakai leadership is going to be tested. Joseph Boakai leadership is going to be tested. And to your every time thing happen, Joseph Boakai, there can be always, God has shown to us who Joseph Boakai is. Joseph Boakai either chooses to allow this to happen at the house and destroy his entire government, or he makes some intervention. Joshua, on the other hand, has already made his own interventions. What had been Joseph Boakai on the intervention, we'll see that. Joseph Boakai, either his government is shut down. Understand what I told you, say the reason I'm here tonight, because the nation is at a crossroad. What happened at the legislature there? If the legislators themselves, they know and they can see signs, it is no longer left with them. The citizens have gotten involved in that decision. And just watch out in the coming days. You'll see what will happen. It's going to be political war. And there are going to be casualties. You know, when I'm telling you all these things, you don't get it. From the stage that is now set, there's going to be casualties. And this is where national leadership comes in to determine what it is you can. It's not about the money. It's about whether or not you must start bracing yourself now for what lies ahead in the coming days. It's going to be tough. Things are going to happen. Go to the legislature. Just on Thursday alone, look at what happened there. I understood there were people who went and broke doors and whatever it is. It's happening at the legislature now, right? Other side is not willing to back down. No matter the numbers. It is not about numbers that will determine what will happen in the coming days now. So if anybody thinks that it is number, nobody is depending on numbers now. And to store a whole country, you don't need the 5 million people to store a whole country. At that time, Liberia was 3.5. It was just thousands of rebels who came to store this whole country, and the country was stored. It was not the entire country that joined in, no. You don't need. So where it has reached now, it's not about numbers. It's about the resolve of the few to muster the courage to muster those people who are willing to join them to store anything about Joseph Boakai government. It's not about, this government is not under CDC now. This government is Joseph Boakai's government. This country's peace, the duty bearer to maintain the peace of this country, it does not rest on the shoulders of the CDC. CDC have done theirs. They led this country. They did all they could. They peacefully transitioned this country. I remember the Thanksgiving intercessory service, and the Thanksgiving service following the inaugural program of Joseph Boakai. I did listen to Archbishop and Isaac Winker. He said something in brief because they gave him benediction for him to have done, what they call the benediction. And he said, please allow me to make just a brief statement. Do you know what Isaac Winker said that day? If any one of you were there, do you know what Isaac Winker said that day? Isaac Winker told Boakai in his face and said, you are now the captain of this ship. We has played his part peacefully. We have transitioned from one government to another. As to where this ship will lead for the next 6 years, it is for you, Joseph Boakai. If you turn it left, that's it. If you tell the ship, say, let's go back, the ship will go back. It ain't got nothing to do with we are anymore. In fact, we are himself is now in the ship. That's the bad thing about it. The unfortunate thing about it is that Wia himself is now in a ship. So you are now the captain of that ship that Wia himself is in now. So Wia is not a controller of that ship anymore. He's not driving the ship anymore. You are the one that driving it now. Anywhere you take it, where we'll go. Joseph Boakai should know that. Oh, I want Joseph Boakai to group the thinking. But you know, this is where leadership comes in. Joseph Boakai sat down in the CPP. Musa Belete and Yomli Kanga Laurent Delon and the two each other apart. Boakai did not make one intervention in that the CPP collapsed in the end. That the city, you know, we told you that the city, look, Boakai has no history. Boakai has no history of peace. He has no history of settling problems. Boakai has no history of uniting people. Boakai has no history like that. So you see what happening now? Just watch out. I'm telling you, the speaker will not move. Let me tell you now before we can go on, because I'm about to play something. The speaker will not move, one, but the speaker will not have the legitimacy that he needs to lead. From what I'm saying so far. So in the end, the legislative work of this country will be stalled. Currently, they are preparing a budget. They are preparing a budget. Everybody will sit down and go hungry. Even the very people who think that they are whatever, the speaker, sir, they will not get anything. The people who think that they want to move the speaker, they will not get anything, because you know why? There are majority of the citizens who may like that jump on the speaker's side and say, we'll back you no matter what it is. Everybody will go hungry in this country. And if the budget is, which they are crafting now, Gafwan is crafting his budget now, that he's supposed to send to the national legislature as early as it ought to be. The senators, they are watching. And if it does not go for the lower house, it's not going anywhere up. So you see where we are? The country is going to be stored. The calamity that the man of God talking about, the stage is now getting set for it. And we in October, but November, that budget is supposed to be in already. So that it takes at least about 2 months. They argue on that, do SYZ, November, December, or so forth here and there. But the battle that's starting now is going to be tough and very much rough. And whether you like it or not, it's not going to be easy. Because every side fighting to maintain a grip on a country that is heavily divided. Look at that kind of thing. You went to an election. The election result shows that the country is heavily divided. Then the reflection in the heavy division of the country is reflected in the national legislature. To tell you that the country is heavily divided, it has now gone to the level of the national legislature and is showing its face. The divisive nature of the country is showing its face now, where the legislators are not in control of their own governance. The citizens are now jumping in. You will see that legislature. Oh yeah, you will see it. You think that the normal thing that used to happen, or what used to happen, you will now see it. You watch out. You just watch out for what we are sensing. You will get to see it. Because why? There is nothing in it that is there for you people. The fight that is on is not about you. Koji had a press conference. See, the CDC is still supporting the speaker and calls on all CDC lawmakers to back down. Today, there's a defiance. To tell you where the battle, you see what the stage is now getting set? There's a defiance. Where lawmakers don't care about their party's mandate anymore. It's about themselves now. When it came to the party, it was about the people. And because they believe that the very people who are running on CDC ticket, they were running on the ticket because they believe in CDC's ideology. They've won. Today they've won. They are there where they are. Apparently, the CDC's ideology does not matter anymore. And the CDC's ideology is the ideology that drives the people. So the people's interests don't matter anymore to them. So they are now on their personal spree. They don't care. So you see where we are now? Tonight, I'm about to, and I you know, and I play you something tonight, just now, and I'm about to play you the voices of some of them. And these voices are people who from the CDC, Clarence Gar. If you check the number of persons there, students, I'm about to list the names of people who are fronting against Fonati Kofa. Somebody did a very classic job to just list them by their names. It's very important that you know them by that. So they had a meeting, and they are now coming open, and then they said, but one thing about them is that all of them receive bribes. I was listening to Ava Kokolo Jones talk about conviction. That's a blatant lie. Ava lied. I don't know Eva Kokolo Jones or Ava Kokolo Jones, what kind of Jones. He lied. There's no conviction in this thing. The recording I'm about to play, it doesn't speak to conviction. They just talk about selfishness and greed. And that's how these people have been using people in this country. They are very greedy. How much more do they really want? I'm about to play an audio, and you will hear lawmakers at their level saying that they don't want to continue to be beggars. They are begging. At the lawmakers level, they say they are beggars. What more have you done? You're about to hear it. I hear Michael Thomas and Attorney Michael Thomas of District Number 4, they're too lying to his constituents that these are XYZ reasons why we want to move the people. Why these people should always lie? Why they don't want to say the truth? Look, when you say the truth will set you free. Be very blunt with the people. The people are not stupid. These flimsy justifications you're coming up with, that's your legislature. If Fomanti promised you that you are going to give your certain committee for which you decided to vote him, that's a genuine concern. Come back and tell the people that the reason we are moving Fomanti now, because we supported you thinking that you are coming to put on certain committee in that order. We will understand. Then we'll say Fomanti, but then you got to go because the idea is you promised these people that you are going to get it and how they voted you. So they see where they voted you, the purpose for which they voted you, that's it, will stand by you. Don't use different reasons. They see resolution. They see counts. Follow those counts that they have done. I want to read their trash they call counts. These useless bunch of people, rogues that we have in this country. I don't want to read what they call counts. Read those things that they have there. Are those not the same thing then that they had against Fonati Kofa, for which the Unity Party wanted to prevent him from becoming speaker? The issue about having law friend. Oh, well, now the thing that we used to be hearing. How he begin this year and that. Now the thing that we used to be hearing. How then now the CDC group that went against all of that in those positions that Unity Party was raising at the time, how then now they are adopting it and using it against Fonati today? You want to get sense and logic to that? You think it's about you? These are the funny bunch of people who are very useless in society. And I will tell you, every one of you are foolish. And I will tell you that. You go up, you come down. You know why? Because some of you don't even know who you're dealing with. Look, let me tell you something. I owe nobody. If you think I really like what Fonati have been doing recently, who have been the most recent person who have been blasting at Fonati, that me. I talk about issue with Fonati. Oh, you think somebody had to and bad people here? No, I don't do that though. I'm not like coward that you people. That your selfishness and greed that you can go with. I don't go with it. I just blasted Fonati recently. I said the way you're conducting yourself is not okay. Ask Abu Banana Kamara, I sent in a text. He getting your phone. I sent in a text disengaging from the process. And I sent it to him. He's there. You know, my witnesses are clear. I send it directly because you know why? The reason is that when I tell you that the interest of the Liberian people is being compromised, there is no basis why I should be with people who lead into the downward trend of the Liberian people. I'd rather build relationship with the Liberian people than building relationship with you. Because building relationship with you will people my personal gain. But building relationship with the Liberian people is costly, it's very challenging, but it is worth it. So I don't need your friendship. If you want for our friendship to be good, our friendship should extend to satisfying the Liberian people. That's why you see my support for Wia is what it is, because before he could even become president, he started helping Liberian people in display camp and things. At that time, I didn't even know him. So that kind of trend, if I see those kind of people, I can align with you and gave you all of my support. And I'm saying that tonight again. And I've been repetition on it. So let us come down to the names of the people and tell you, and you will see that CDC is dominating this list. Has CDC been able to use this number to the benefit of the Liberian people? No. So even if they are leaving now to say they want to go do what they are doing, is just the same old thing. There's nothing. Somebody went and told me today, oh, I say, but what thing CDC has benefited as a result of these people going down there? CDC just fought for the lower house, whatever it is. CDC have never ever stood, the people, they have never stood for their people. So whatever they are doing, that's strange. It's not strange. Let's go on. Let me show you some of the names here. So you take your pen, you mark it. So when we call it, then you say CDC 1. Then you put it there. So I wanted the CDC 1, then you look for. When I'm calling the name, then one of the CDC 1 you should look for. Then we'll put it there CDC 1, CDC 2. We'll go from counties to counties as per what it was done. Classic work being done by some of these students who are very interested in the politics of Capitol Hill. So let's come there now. Let's come there. So when I call it, then you say CDC and 1. Then you say CDC this. You go, what do you call it? That's what we're going to be doing, right? So I'm about to show you all that, so that we can do it together. Let us mark the CDC people tonight, so that we know them. All right, can I get it bigger a bit? Let me see whether it works. It's not working the way I want it to be. But anyway, let's go. So they had their press conference today. So I'm looking for the CDC people. But check for CDC UP one side and put RND independent. The other party then will what they call RND. We'll get CDC. We'll get UP. We'll get UP. The other party then will squeeze in there. But let's leave that one there. Very good. So let's know where we are going. So let's start up here. Let's start with Bomi County. Bomi County. The people who want to go far now, that they don't want to put anything, that means put it on the other side there. Right? So let's go to Bomi County. Let's start from Bomi County. Am I seeing it clearer? Yeah, I hope so. So let's start with Bomi County. Bomi County. They get one Obadiah Vani, district number 1. And Obadiah Vani is from Unity Party 1. Sam P. Jala, district number 3, Bomi County, independent candidate 1. Let's go to Bon County. Prince Kwana, district number 1, independent candidate 1, but he aligns with the Unity Party, so it's not issue. And I won. James Collet, the tax collector. James Collet, district number 2, People's Unification Party, PUP. All right? But of course, we can put in the category of people who are aligned with the Unity Party. So they're putting inside that party. Then we'll come to Robert Wombear, district number 4, Bon County, Unity Party 2. Then we go to Fore E. Famule, independent candidate, district number 7, 3. Independent candidate 3, Unity Party 2, PUP 1. And the people don't know. Let's go to Bapolu County. Bapolu County, we have Mustafa Wareti, district number 3, Unity Party. Unity Party has 3 now. Let's go to Grand Bassa County. Grand Bassa County, we have Isaac Barney, district number 1 from MPC. MPC 1. Then let's go to the next person is what? Clarence Banks, district number 2, independent candidate. Independent candidate. Going 4 now. Alfred Flobo, district number 4 in LAC, Unity Party. Going 4 now. Independent candidate get 4, Unity Party get 4, PUP has 1, MPC has 1, CDC none yet. So we leave because Matthew Joe left already. So let's go now to Grand Cape Mount County. Grand Cape Mount County. Mohammed Dorsey, district number 2, independent candidate. That's the only person from Grand Cape Mount County. Mohammed Dorsey, independent candidate. Independent candidate going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So going 5 now. area. So let's go to Grand Judea County. Grand Judea County. Jeremiah Sokan, CDC, 1. We have Mary Johnson, District number 2, Liberia Restoration Party, LRP, 1. We're getting there. So we finish with Grand Judea County, right? CDC get 1 person there from Grand Judea County, that's Sokan. Then we'll go to Grand Crew County. Grand Crew County, the notable man there in Grand Crew County and the only person there from Grand Crew County is what? Nathaniel Bowie, District number 1. He's from the CPP. And I'm just saying CPP here. CPP. Right? CPP 1. Then let's go to Lofa County. Lofa County. Julie Fatima Weir. District number 2. From the Coalition for Democratic Change. CDC has 2 already now. Then we'll go to Siafa Poto, District number 3, Coalition for Democratic Change. CDC has 3 now. Then we'll go to Gisi Collins, District number 4, Unity Party. UP has 5 now. Then let's go to Margibi County. That does it for Lofa County. Let's go to Margibi County. Margibi County. Eva Kokolo Jones, District number 2, Coalition for Democratic Change. CDC has 4 now. Emmanuel Ya, District number 4, Coalition for Democratic Change. CDC has 5 now. Clarence Gar, the ringleader. Clarence, the CDC portion of ringleaders against the CDC speaker. Clarence Gar, District number 5, Coalition for Democratic Change. CDC has 6 now. And you see what we're talking? So, well, that's Margibi County. We are getting there. You know, I like for you to get things clearer. We are certainly getting there. So let's go to Maryland County. Maryland County. So as it stands, Independent candidate has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. CDC has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unity Party has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PUP has 1. MPC has 1. LRP has 1. CPP has 1. So let's continue. Maryland County. Mark P. Jury. District number 1. Coalition for Democratic Change. CDC. CDC gone about 7 now. Okay. So we go on to Anthony F. Williams. Anthony F. Williams. District number 2. The man of Fonanti helped to along the line. But he from the coalition, from the collaborating political party, the CPP. He and Bowie. Bowie, that one, he got 2 now. So CPP. So 2. Then we have Austin Taylor. District number 3. Independent candidate. Independent candidate, we add 1 more there again. It goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Independent candidates gone 6. So let's continue to Montserrat County. Montserrat County, we are right here. Montserrat County, we are right here. Montserrat County. Sekou Kane, Unity Party. UP is here. And we add up to UP. We have Michael Thomas, District number 4, Independent candidate. Independent candidate goes up again. And we have Rachel Kuhn, District number 11, Unity Party. And Unity Party, and I think Yogbo, okay, Yogbo, yeah, Yogbo, okay, yeah, I think Yogbo on the other side. Okay, no problem. So, what a Unity Party, man? Unity Party, okay, we add this one here again. So, Unity Party going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. CDC is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we get Independent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ta. UPCDC Independent, we are getting there. So let's continue. Where do we go next? Where do we go next? Okay, so we finish with Montserrat County. Go to Nima County. Nima County. Samuel Brown, District number 1, Independent candidate. RP get 1 more. Nyan Flomo, District number 2, Collaborating Political Parties. CPP got 1 more. Neke Gay, District number 3, Movement for Democracy and Reconstruction, MDR, has 1. Ernest Mensier, District number 4, MDR has 2. Samuel Koga, District number 5, Independent candidate has another 1. We'll check everything, don't worry. And Dawon Glikia, District number 6, MDR goes to 3. Then we have Se Miana, District number 8, MDR goes up again to 4 now. We are certainly getting there. That does say for Nimba County. River G County. River G County. Alexander Poor, District number 1, CDC goes up again. And Isaac Chorople, whoa, District number 2, CDC goes up again. And Johnson Williams, District number 3, in River G County. CDC, 1 more. CDC goes up again. Let's go to Riverside County as we concluded already. And River G County. Riverside County. Let's go to Riverside County. Riverside County, Steve Tikwa, independent candidate, but aligned with the CDC, but of course, he's here. He goes to independent candidate. Then we have Samson Weir. District number 2 in Riverside County now. The CDC goes up again. So let's go again. Lawmakers. And so they said there are other lawmakers who were there, but they didn't show up. And they have Mana Bishop Johnson from Bomi County, Unity Party. We have Prince Tool. They didn't attend Unity Party. Also there, Ellis Grand Riverside County, independent candidate goes on an independent. We have Augustine Chewolo in Lofa County, Unity Party comes on a UP. And yeah, so that is what it is. So this is where we are. So we are certainly getting there. So you see where we are getting. So you all follow everything that's happening here, right? So the CDC had or has 25 lawmakers as a result of the election that was held. The Unity Party had 11. They don't get sound number. The CPP got 6. Out of the Unity Party 11, let's check it now. CDC got 25, right? Out of the CDC 25, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 CDC person so far. So this is where we are. From the CDC 11, let's do the math. So you get 25 lawmakers that were there for the CDC. They show you tonight. Not show for you to what you call. You're not going to cause noise there tonight. Oh, yeah, sorry. I just did something I'm not supposed to do. All right. So we are certainly getting there. So let's go on. So we have 25 of those persons. So CDC still has 14 that stay outstanding and on the other side. We want to say on the other side because whatever, CDC still get 14 on the other side. 11 persons from CDC decided to go against the CDC speaker. Then Unity Party has 11. So out of the 11 that Unity Party has, let's check what they got here already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more person. I don't know who, but they got 10 already that we counted. So 10 that are there. I don't know where the other person, which way in the district or so forth. Then let's go to the CPP. They have 6. Out of the CPP 6, they only have 3. That with the renegade group, the rebels. Then after that, the MDR has 4 lawmakers. So the MDR has 4. All the MDR 4 lawmakers, they are there. You know, Jeremiah Kuna, the rogue in chief. So that's why it is. So there are 4 lawmakers are there. Then we come to the PUP. The PUP has 2. Out of the PUP 2, 1 is there, James Cole. Then we have the National Democratic Coalition, 1 lawmaker. No, they're not mentioned here, so they're not there. The Liberal Restoration Party, they are 1 lead lawmaker is also there, yeah, among these people. And Liberal National Union, the Vision, vote, all the people there. Then the independent candidates. So the independent candidates, as a result of the election that ended, they were 19. So they were second block to the CDC. The CDC has 25. They were the second highest block. The independent candidates. Yeke Kodoba is part of this group. The independent candidates. But out of that number, let me see how many persons joined the rebel group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Right? So there were 19 and we have 11 already. So you see where we are getting now? Good. So they got 11 already, meaning 8 outstanding for that side. So they got 11. 8 on the other side, which of course is good number though. Let me share with you what it is. The reason I call these numbers so that you will get that. They are claiming that they can remove the speaker with their numbers. Samuel Koga is not reading the rules. I heard him saying that all the lawmakers now, I know they're about 40 something, out of that 40 something, they are 38 out of 8. But you see, their own rules. It does not speak to the removal of the speaker as being those people who are present. So you only need 2/3 of the membership of the House to win. That's the same thing. So if that membership present, that one a different thing. So anybody who's not present on the day is against them, right? But all you need is the present number should constitute 2/3. So the 2/3 should be about 49. You need just 49 persons or so forth here and there, right? For them to participate in the election. So maybe 2 to 3 persons in that, you need 2/3 of that number or so forth here and there. That is what it is. But they are claiming that 38 can remove the speaker. That's what they are saying. All right, so let's see how that works out for them. That's their rules. They can determine what they want to do. But what is the purpose for which they want to remove the speaker? They say about you. They say about the country. They say about their districts. They say about their constituents. Those are questions now we have to answer. Because we are interested in what's unfolding down there. And things are going to be tough, like I said. So I will play you a couple of audios, recordings. Just 2 in the meantime. And it will tell us all where we are heading as a people. So, we think for sure God is God, and anyone who lives in God, God lives in you. And we always say that to ourselves. At this time now, I would like to welcome these voices for you to listen to them. These are the voices of your lawmaker. The first voice you're going to listen to is one that has to do with Michael Thomas. The district number 4 people, I hope you're listening. It is Michael Thomas is in conversation with Bapolu County Representative Luther Collins. And in that conversation they are having with Luther Collins, you will also hear the voice of Clarence Garr. He is the lead coordinator responsible for disbursements of the bribe. All of them they're getting. Listen to their justifications in a question being posed to them by Luther. You will get to know there is nothing in it about you, but it's about them. I had wanted to really listen to good justifications as to why. In these conversations, that's what I want. I want for people to convince me. But there's not. Everything is about them, and you're going to listen to it. So let's have it done now as we speak. As fast as possible. And okay, sorry, I didn't want to let you do this. So let me see here. Let's do it. Let's do it together, and see how we can get it done together. Yeah, have in here. How to share it so that you get it over and over and over and over again. I want you to get it now as we speak, so that you listen to them attentively. Whichever way it can be played, it will be played. I will try my best to play it so that you get it. So yeah, okay, and so let's continue. Then we'll come to other discussions. But you're about to listen to their conversations. And no, man. Yeah, let's stop that. You know, posting whatever. Once they are named out there, we're not going to mention people who are not there, as far as we are concerned. The guys show up themselves today, and they said they got the numbers. So let's listen. So I think you should be able to have them now.
Okay.
They may have lost the world with people. I don't know. I'm not talking about matter, but I'm speaking as a legislator. I'm not speaking from a personal view. Like I shared to you, many things we don't agree.
Sorry, this is not the one I wanted to play first. This one will come in. Clearly will come in later on. All right. And let's start out with this. Yeah, sorry. So I just want to start out with this one so that you can get it. Though that one that I will play, it was on a day. The one I would just play, no, not that. And the previous one we play on the day of the incident. That one I was declaring something that was done by Luther, and it will have captured them, and he did capture them. So this one is what I want for you to listen to, because the one will be able to tell you clearly, and I want you to listen to their voices in it. And you could hear the question being asked as to what is really obtaining in the wake of everything, right? So, the country, an interesting country. You know, Liberian people, we are all grateful to the Almighty God for the life He gave in us on a daily basis. But these bunch of people that we have, we call them lawmakers, criminals, rogues, thieves, who come to steal from the Liberian people, purporting themselves to be honorable. And of course, we don't give them that respect, because it's their own conduct that makes it go away from them. The respect is always there. It's earned. The office they occupy is honorable. And when you occupy that office and it's not working the way it ought to be, then we tend to have problem with you. And when we have that problem with you, some of you don't care about your character. You say, there's a tomorrow. You're sitting there today, you think there's no tomorrow? There's a tomorrow. You may have thought that, or maybe you are thinking that you've gotten the vote of the Liberian people already. You can do anything with it. Any way you want to do it, it's up to you. But any purpose for which you are to stand up in that place there is to represent the interests of the people and not yourself. So any action you will take, it should be about the people. Because that's what you told them. You told them that you were going to represent them, not yourself. You made that commitment to them. They saw it in you, and they decided to say, okay, then they may be able to make the commitment. Then they may be able to do that. So I will get the other. I don't know why it's just reading, loading like this, and I try to get it back, and so that you can get it. They won't get 6. Sorry. We are back. Something is just not right here. Okay. So what I will do, I'm about to play it without the video. I will play without the video. Don't worry. I can do anything. Okay. Hey, Yahweh. Jana, can we play? Nothing can stop it. You can play Jana, don't worry. Anything I tell you, I will play. And yeah, I saw that. I'm sure. All right. So I think it's okay now. So I want. Let me play the audio tape. Yeah, I think we can want to call it in a video tape, but I wanted y'all to be seeing where everything is coming from. That's what I was doing this. So let me try to share with y'all the audio portion so that we can get it quickly. Then I think it can help us all. Yeah, let's do the audio portion. Let me send it this way so that we can get the on the audio portion very fast. And okay, good, brilliant. Let me can play the audio for you now. Right here. Instead of showing a video, because the video said there's no basis of playing a video, because it y'all listen to this and we'll do the analysis along with this so that you get it and know what is in it for you. Clarence got lying saying I have a voice. That's a blatant lie. These guys, they are crooks, they are rogues. That's one thing I know for sure. They are rogues. What do you expect from them? They will tell you say that true, that us, they will not tell you that. They will never tell you that. Right? So let's go on now and then get it off. Right? Good. We can start off from here.
Hello, guy.
On the house is 38. So he means 38 persons cannot do it. So he, for the 7 person mean he need 11 persons. So they allow the majority. So there's no way you can even conduct it. We allow the majority.
Are you there? Getting it? Please. You guys will not succeed.
Yeah. They may love the will of the people, the majority. I don't know. I'm not talking about market.
Hi. What they mean playing wage, you? Y'all stop playing that wage, man. It can't work.
But I'm speaking as the legislator.
My name is William, so I can deal with you any kind of way, any day. I'm William. I'm medicine man, Saint Cotter. You can't make it to work. So you just know that one there. It's very clear. It can't work. All right, good. Let's go.
I just got you thinking about, in fact, you the first person calling me. Oh, my role is very bad. Yeah.
My man, Luda.
Yeah.
No, you my brother. We get that thing straight up.
Okay.
Where we are now is critical.
Okay.
We all being opting, to be stratified. And besides that, the way we've been proceeding and our legislature, we've been having issues, we've been crying back and forth.
Okay.
Lawmakers can continuously be beggars. We have even reduced ourselves to the extent of be selling our gas slave to.
I just got you thinking about, in fact, you the first person calling me. Oh, my role is very bad. Yeah.
My man, Luda.
Yeah.
No, you my brother. We get that thing straight up.
Okay.
Where we are now is critical.
Okay.
We all being opting, to be stratified. And
So y'all listen. The voice you're hearing now, Michael Thomas of District Number 4. He is telling Luther that what we've been fighting for here is for us to be stratified. Right? Now, I know for sure the lawmakers, they have to be stratified before they can satisfy you. Right? Which of course is very obvious. But you're saying that all they've been fighting for is for them to be stratified. You know what they call stratified? When somebody went up to the community where you now used to get job, you used to be suffering here and there. Then you see your friend got a job. And then he's able to now feed his family, rent his place, and whatever. On the basis of that job is the stratification. That's what we call social stratification, is to be on top of the ladder. So he said, Michael Thomas is telling these people, is telling Luthers that, we all been fighting so that we'll be stratified. Just by basis of the fact that Michael Thomas, who was sitting down in the legislature there in the public accounts, secretary. What more stratification are they looking for? Here is Abraham William, who used to be begging for money all over the place. Then A.B. William wakes up. Today, God managed to help him. The Liberian people decided to make him a representative. Today, he is earning over 7,000, 8,000 gas slaves. He's not buying his own gas anymore. He's doing everything. Yet, A.B. is not, it's not greediness for it, just by virtue of the fact that A.B. is now a representative or a senator. Are you not certified? Are you not by far better than those people who you and they used to be passing around? Some of you, the ratting car that you used to be in, the ratting area that you used to be passing. Is that where you are today? What level of stratification are you looking for now? God has already stratified you. These people gave you those salaries. You know why they gave you those salaries? Do you know why they approved those salaries? Do you know why they think that you need those salaries? So that you will be in a stratified position and never want to compromise anything. But yet, they say they want to be stratified at that level. Michael Thomas is telling his friend, "You're sorry, baby, can you you were causing noise small in the back here." She didn't want to pour us. Michael Thomas is telling people that we, the lawmakers, we are trying to begging for gas. Hey, my brother. Yeah. You know this country, you will continue to be used by these people. They're not that they better. No, they are not. You're not better. So let's continue. Let's listen to him again.
I just got you thinking about, in fact, you the first person calling me. Oh, my role is very bad. Yeah.
My man, Luda.
Yeah.
No, you my brother. We get that thing straight up.
Okay.
Where we are now is critical.
Okay.
We all being opting, to be stratified. And besides that, the way we've been proceeding and our legislature, we've been having issues, we've been crying back and forth.
Okay.
Lawmakers can continuously be beggars. We have even reduced ourselves to the extent to be selling our gas slave to our colleagues. Our colleagues can be better than us. We got no super lawmakers. We ought to some extent should be on fire. So we need to talk. Me, I'm shooting it to you strictly. At that legislature, all the activities over there, it went through numbers.
Okay.
It went through numbers. And that number game. So, let me get that. I wanted to get that. So that number game. And the way we watching the number swaying, the people gone 47 already. 47 already. So if we say that number pass, and we may not get a stop, something happen, we all say that will be victim again for another I don't know how many years.
What's the true nature of this? What yeah, like I really want to understand. What's
Talk
the
to Clarence. Talk to Clarence.
Which true nature you want to understand?
Okay, so at this point, he's already telling you that they can't be in a place and be begging their friends. Meaning, those friends who are on committees, lucrative committees, they can't be there and be begging them for gas slips. He said they can even take their gas slip. They go sell it to their friend lawmaker then. Could you imagine? So wait, if you can stoop so low like this, Michael Thomas, I don't know. District number 4 people. Are you people the one that draining down Michael Thomas to the extent that he got to be begging and of course selling his gas slip and he get nothing for he and his family? District number 4 people. You're listening to your lawmaker. Are you people the one that's training this young brother? That fat dollar he can take home? That he has to take his gas slip and go sell it to a friend lawmakers so that they buy it so that he will get something to take home to his family or to take home to you people? Is this what you people doing to him? Is he so generous that he's going to your houses? You know, it's like that you people can make these people to be better because maybe Marco Toma is doing a lot in your district. You're straining the man too much, and it's not good. If that's what you're doing to him, because this brother is sounding like he's practically crying. He's fighting for his rescue. He wants to be rescued because he is drowning. He said, his friends at the legislature, he has to be begging them. Because at the end of the day, Margot Tomo can take 7,000 or some more here and there and go give it to you. Thomas, look at what you used to earn, my brother. Look at where you are today, and you still talking about stratification. Liberian people are never stratified. The people in district number 4, I don't know what are you thinking about their stratification. But it is yours stratification that you are thinking about. And you say now we should talk to Clarence Gar. So here comes Clarence Gar to provide more clarity to Luther concerning what really it is that they want to do. And we are certainly getting it.
Yeah. So if you say now, if we say now that no more pass,
Yeah, like I really want to understand. What's
talk
it?
to Clarence. Talk to Clarence.
Which true nature you want to understand?
I
And
mean,
then we explain to you.
huh? No,
We
but
just want to understand the exact.
because what I was hearing, what I heard somebody saying, I don't know, they say what they got in, want to be the speaker. What the Madingo fellow name, man?
Segu Kane.
Segu Kane.
No, do that one. You can guarantee a fire with her true. A fire with her true. So it's fire with her true. You getting me?
Okay.
It's fire with her true. It's not true. So is that fake news?
So where do we stand? What is the fate?
The fact remains, in legislative politics, they have a saying that the minority will have their saying, the majority will have their will. In legislative politics, the number is the one that carry the king. Well, where the number is now, the number is now 46. And there are people who want to sign early in the morning. And we try getting you in a couple of days ago to sit down with you and initiate a conversation because you are on a man. We have laptop together, we have things, and you don't want tomorrow. So, but my man, why your contact me? Why that fake news?
So where do we stand? What is the fate?
The fact remains, in legislative politics, they have a saying that the minority will have their saying, the majority will have their will. In legislative politics, the number is the one that carry the king. Well, where the number is now, the number is now 46. And there are people who want to sign early in the morning. And we try getting you in a couple of days ago to sit down with you and initiate a conversation because you are on a man. We have laptop together, we have things, and you don't want tomorrow. So, but my man, why you contact me? Why you couldn't inform me? It happened. In legislative politics, you can be even with someone at the 11th hour. You can even be in legislative politics. In legislative politics, one of the numbers is increasing. When the number is increasing, you follow the numbers, not your will again. So at 46, it's difficult now to save the man.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah, I got you. So who this is feeling who is going to, just in case the speaker is removed, who is going to be the next?
So we will have options, but we all will have to conclude and build a consensus. But the first thing is to establish the number, express your interest. And then what you need in politics, because you came from Bapuru today, nobody was there with you. And one was there, right?
Of course.
And nobody will go there. People will never go there. They say, oh, maybe you have a major project or major dedication. People go there with you. But nobody will be there with you to campaign. Everything to spend in that district, 90% will come from you. So in politics is to get yourself stratified. Get yourself stratified and be able to have the conversations He had to get himself stratified to get the conversations going. And do so an opportunity come. Like for example, let me give you an example. I know it's not good, but in politics you have to go for the risks. Jeremiah CDC did everything with Jeremiah. When Jeremiah saw the opportunity to become vice president, he had to take vice president and senator job. So in politics, yeah, there are times after that you have the conversations and move ahead, but the reality here is the number, what the number is sweating is the era you look at. And the number is already on the side.
So you got that part very clear. In the end, Clarence Guy was very blunt that we need this thing. Because at the end of the day, we are going to be spending money in our districts and we need to be stratified so that we have the ability to do that. But most importantly, the ungratefulness of Jeremiah Kun. He said it. He said, do it. It's not good. But in the end, you just got to do it. So you see, Clarence Garden, our Kokolo Jones, the rest of the other people, the ungratefulness they are showing to the CDC today, they are following the trend of Jeremiah Kun. You see how Clarence Garden said, right? He said that. I didn't say it. He said, look, don't what Jeremiah Kun did is not good. But this is it. You can betray people. You can disappoint people so that you will get what you want. So they are trying to betray those folks within the CDC and the CDC party because of that. This thing, though, sometimes I can want to think about it to say, look, yeah, Thomas Falapo want to call in. Okay, at a district level, you want to say, yeah, you want to tie Thomas Falapo, right? But again, when you look at the level of success Thomas Falapo has scored, his dedication and commitment to the party, even the vocational center there, most of those things that you taught T5, even I was in Lofa County, there was no time that T5 will bring anybody to the CDC and left them at distance. You will always want to bring them in the party. You know, he was the kind of person who went out there fetching for people. That's how you saw Judy Fatu, we are them, Poto them. So every relationship he built, he dumped everything in the party. Except for recent that you're hearing all these things you're hearing. So let's agree. But if people like Garden saying what they are saying, you can sense that it is their personal greed that's driving them now. Every one of them that you see doing these things, you want to say, oh yeah, Tifa, I don't know. But from this point, from what I'm listening to, it is their personal stuff now that they are on. Because they said Jeremiah couldn't betray people before. But they came from inside. The men benefited today. So once we can betray the CDC, or we betray whatever cause, whatever it is, this is it. I had wanted these people to tell us. Right? I had wanted these people to tell us. I'm about to play the other part where they were talking about him going for the money or Luther going for the money. I had wanted these people to tell us that when all these things were happening, the CDC block decided to go to the party and say, we made Fonatikofa. You know, news on her. And they were to get together, concerted effort, and say, we made Fonatikofa. We can be here. Fonatikofa is not doing everything to empower us, for us to stand strong and stay with these citizens who are suffering, whom they are dismissing, for them to come to us. We got to be strong. If they are, look, you see where it is now. Say, Fonati, we're not supposed to be suffering. You know exactly you know the party people. They will never accommodate us. You got to put us in a position so that these our Liberian citizens, whom United Party targeting, that will have that ability to intervene into their lives. If you have heard that CDC lawmakers, they are locked up there and they came up with a decision and they say, you know what, Maggie, you are the chair of the CDC Legislative Caucus. From today onward, we are trying to tell you that with this number we have, let me teach you now. That's why you don't even know. To tell you that you're very greedy and stupid. That's why you people are stupid and crazy. You don't even know how to do things. If you people had come this path and sat down by yourself and say, you know what? We get like-minded friends in the independent. That independent block that you can play anytime, right? So whatever it is. So that block, you come together and say, you know what? This is what we're going to do. If Onati does not listen to us, we are going to make sure that we don't give him our support. Look, you have even had vote of no confidence in Fonati at the party headquarters, in the party gathering. You had a vote of no confidence in Fonati there. Let it be clear. And you start going to say, look, Fonati is doing XYZ. There are a lot of Liberian people who are suffering out there. You bring those things up again. Fonati there, that different story we are talking. In fact, it was being like CDC replacing Fonati with CDC. How will you get 25? Today you see people that Samuel Koga from Independent. They don't want leading campaign for you. You're sitting there dumbfounded. You don't get sense. You don't get logic. Very foolish set of people. You don't even know how to play with numbers. They are discussing, in politics, that number. You get sense? Do you know how to manage your numbers? That block you got, you think a small block? 25? So you think if you ought to cause all the noise then ever since? You think some of your friends are not going to join you? Even outsiders, the independent people. Those are the kind of things. You don't. But you didn't use your sense and logic. You're sitting there today. But let me tell you something. I'm about to play the other audio and then tell you something that's unfolding in relation to this thing that's happening. I'm about to play this one. Let me play it quickly so that y'all know where we're going. You know these soil people? When I'm telling your teenager, you can't want this.
Oh, guy.
And I told you people that they never receive any money, no money has changed, and blah, 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 all the kind of thing. Then you hear Abakoglo convention, that you trash and talking down there.
On the house is 38. So he needs 38 persons to not do it. So he, for the 7 person, he needs 11 persons. So we are lost the majority. So there's no way you can even conduct it. We are lost the majority. Yeah. They may have lost the will of the people, the majority. I don't know. I'm not talking about matter, but I'm speaking as a legislator. I'm not speaking from personal view. Like I shared to you, many things we don't agree to. And when the majority vote, there's nothing you can do. When the majority vote, nothing you can do. It's not about being personal. When the majority vote, like I gave example, the recast budget on the committee, I didn't sign. I didn't agree to the passage. And the majority passed it today. I have no objection because the majority has agreed. That's the legislative proceeding. You should test if I vote, and what the majority say is the order of the day. If the man want with 35 vote as a speaker, and for the 6th president sign a resolution to remove it, it means there's nothing to fire on you. Go to court, you come back. And the people say they don't want you, they don't want you. And
My man,
I'm begging you. Majority is the way in legislative politics. Legislative politics are majority. Thank you. I will call you back.
My man, where your auto?
The man, let me tell you, you ain't be brother for me. You can do all you do right.
Yeah.
The man, 46% and
Margot Thomas and Karen are talking so easy.
46.
Give me Margot Thomas asking for a rating.
There's no way to find him. If you have something right.
My man, last night we thought all that thing there. What woman owner Sonny? Let me get it and son.
This is number 4. I am not because you're talking now. Oh, you know that you know what you're talking. He said, man, this year without talking, last night we thought it 1 year, or I could find out there, that one will know it already. Give me my own thing, let me get it and son. And I they play there about Kokoro Junkan Toybo out of conviction. Trash, nonsense, foolishness. Conviction, you call that? Where am I or something? Let me just get it and sign. My man, that thing that you talking there, you want to go here and there. You give my own thing. Let me just get it and sign. You listen to that? I'm not the one that's saying this. That your people and your lawmaker there, they don't want to say they want so.
Yeah, I told you, man, to give me one problem, way. You found it?
No, and we just starting.
Well, yes, sir. 46. There's no way Kofa can. If you have something right.
My man, last night we talk all that thing there. What woman owner Sonny? Let me get it and sign.
Let me call Colette.
So he said, let me call Colette to come with it. Let me get my own or something and sign. He said, man, that thing that you're talking about different thing. Let me call Colette to bring it. James Colette.
You found it?
No, and we just starting. What Colette?
I call him.
Where Colette? I call him.
Colette?
Colette.
Where are you? Yeah, please come to my office.
Jesus.
Yeah, do you have a package?
Do you have the package? You listen to that? Do you have the package?
Yeah, so when you go already Sunday morning. Hey. Really put me at me, bro. For your birthday.
Who?
For your birthday.
That for the person. So he can celebrating now.
So that when the man can't get there, let him start to my office.
No, you don't need to come to the you don't account.
Okay.
All right. You don't want to come. I'm only with me.
All right.
You can let me aside. My people. Between T5 and me, who you closer to?
Man, I've been knowing T5. It's not about
No, that's something I want to say. Hey, from Baburu?
Yeah.
You want a budget committee?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to come to the PAC, you have a PAC in it.
Oh, what thing is that for? I'm on there.
They better to find a job now. They even wouldn't
No,
pay you.
it's actually too far, but 15 is given. Immediately the deal is completed, it's very day. Get it. Because you don't have risk taking.
Okay.
But it's far.
So come in.
God. That is part, that is interesting part, whatever you to get.
Okay.
So you can't come in. Yeah.
You want a budget committee?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to come to the PAC, you have a PAC in it.
Oh, what thing is that for? I'm on there. It's only about 30.
No, it's actually too far, but 15 is given.
So you see, because I heard at 30 again is going to be actually that too far. You listen.
Man, I've been knowing T5. It's not about
no, that's something I want to say. Hey, from Baburu?
Yeah.
You want a budget committee?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to come to the PAC, you have a PAC in it.
Oh, what thing is that for? I'm on there. It's only about 30.
No, it's actually too far, but 15 is given.
Margot Thomas is sensing corruption in Clarence guy. Margot Thomas is discussing money in one game. Then he talking about when they finish movies because Kofa, what are the men want come to PAC? They say dry dog sweet, but what they will be eating the meat? So Margot Thomas said, "Need that other one year. Let's get to the one year." And they say that 30K. So yeah, say to the fire, real corruption fire. Margot Thomas a blue guy. Me and that guy, I would learn from him. Nobody can eat my money in this country anymore. I will go to Margot Thomas. Margot Thomas know how to operate. Yeah.
Okay, you want to come to the PAC, you have a PAC.
The best leader PAC.
Oh, what thing is that for? I'm on there.
What do you that one for?
About 30.
No, it's actually too far, but 15 is given. Immediately the deal is completed, it's very day. Get it. Because you don't have risk taking.
Folks, you see how God can do things. So you see, your man won't be telling the man say, What the government say I hear they say that 30K inside. He said no, not 30K. But when I get that, but whether you want to PSU, whether you want to work on a CO, you the current government who sitting out of PSU, you moving from there already. Then that Bagotoma on PSCT you talking about Bagotoma, I want to discuss that 1 year. You talking about 25, you talking about a my year to clear your for. You see, then you sitting there and bletting the line. Best recording was done. Planted an object in their office, instrument in their office, and that is where they were operating from. And they didn't know. This is criminal something in nature. Then Magotoma wrote wrong prayer release to what God. Magot, let me tell you something, Chief. You have destroyed yourself, and there's no defense you can put up in the district as to why you're doing what you do. Whatever way I want to go now. Now see the shame in your now. You say, I'll move the man by force. Now, let me tell you something as I'm about to close. Now we just pick few calls, then we'll close. Just few calls. I don't want much calls. Few calls. I just received another audio, but that one is more confidential. There is a member of the security forces who was leaking an intelligence to his brother, to a friend. And he told his friend, he said, you see, we are having trainings all over in Moserado County, the building tent, SKD, we'll go 72nd year, and then you know why we are doing that? That's a strategy that is employed by Prince Charles Johnson. And that of the AFL, the LMP, because they believe that the removal of the speaker, it will lead to violence. Because they are hearing that people are saying that if there is no speaker, then there's no Buakai. So that's why they are planting those things then all over. That's why they acting like the training when you hear them talking about operations number 7. I don't know Operation 7. I read that thing here the last time. Operation 7. You heard that, right? Yeah. That is the basis for which they are doing that as a fallback. So everything that was happening here, Joseph Buakai is aware of it. I don't know how Fonati was not very smart to know that he was going with the devil. Demonic old man like that. Evil old man like that. Rockish old man like that. I hear the one you want to go for which you are flying around here with him. And you don't try to prioritize the interest of the party that put you there. But we are getting there. These are the issues. That's why they have these people around planted all over. Because they are saying this. And the stage is now getting set for that. Boga does not care about his government. Boga is ready. And I know the country thing is ready to chakla in this country. The duty and the burden is not upon the CDC. It's upon Boaka to keep. It is Boaka's administration. It is the Unity Party administration. It is the Unity Party regime. It is Boaka's leadership. Anywhere he carried the ship, that's where he will go. You listen to Charles Taylor, right? What did he say? He said, the way I drove the ship, that what led to uneasiness for me in this country. Taylor said that. He said that. Taylor said it. He said the way I drove the ship, that what led to my uneasiness in this country. Charles Taylor. He said that. As strong and intelligent and powerful as Charles Taylor is, he conceded. And he said that. So I don't know what Boaka is thinking. Boaka is the captain of this ship. Any way he want to carry it, how the ship will go. Nobody going to head their hay on Boaka here for nothing. Any kind of way Boaka want to carry a ship, the how a ship will go. Nobody going to head their hay on Boaka. No. So Boaka, the ship is yours. You are the captain. So any way you want to carry it, carry it. We'll get there. No matter what it is. So you seen it? We told you people that. So a hint to the wise is quite sufficient. That's why we came here to tell you what will be happening in the coming days. Things are going to be tough. It's going to look rocky. Things are going to look very, very muddy, rowdy, bad. And I can tell you that. Because the two sides are not backing down. No, they are not. So just know what we are talking. Let's just speak on a few calls. I want to get going because I got a lot of things to run after, and I should be running after them. Yeah, but to leave you with these intelligence, which is very much important. Brace yourself and get ready. Get ready. I'm telling you what I'm telling you because I know what may happen. Yeah, I know what may happen. So the very state, the very state is what it got. Here, you know what's happening so that we get there. But don't worry, we'll get there. Very good. So, let me play this one first. Then I think we'll help you.
My own take is that all Liberians must participate in the peace process in Liberia. Or you cannot force me to be anti-peace. How can you? I left for peace. I have persuaded all of my followers to pursue the path of peace. You can't say that, no, he's anti-peace. I'm not anti-peace. For me, Liberia's movement forward into peace is in my interest. I would not know if it's wrong, but one thing that I was not able to accomplish that I wanted to accomplish was after the war, the Liberian people elected me. In fact, the Liberian people elected me to unite the country. I was not able to get some of the other factional leaders to return to Liberia. I was not able to get one or two of the political leaders to return. And I think they helped to provoke the situation. I was able to do a whole lot. Strangely, the LPC, these were all warring factions, and all of the other warring factions, I was able to bring them into government. In fact, most of the combatants that fought for the government during the war were the combatants of the warring factions that fought against me. So I accomplished bringing them together. I accomplished making sure that the issue of tribalism went away in Liberia. But I mean, to a great extent, I think most Liberians now, if you went to Liberia and took a poll, they would say Mr. Taylor did his best. Any other regrets? The second regret is that I was never able to get the United States to understand me. I was never able to get them to work with me, which is so essential for Liberia. No president of Liberia, no president can make it successfully unless he is online with Washington. Now, I'm not the type of guy that you can pick up a telephone and command. I don't take that. I didn't take that from Washington. Then, even if I were elected president, I would not take it. I'm not that kind. I'm not a coward. But I do believe that a good working relationship is essential for any president of Liberia, or that president will fail.
Okay, thank you so much. You listen to all of that, right? As powerful as Taylor is, right? Yeah. So you see, these are some of the things that people don't understand when we're talking about it. You don't get that. Let's get to the lines and interact with you. You know, some of the things we talk, you think we're gonna be talking, we go with you talking. No, that's not what it is. But anyway, we are certainly getting there. Let us just be few calls and we can get going. As powerful, that powerful man is talking now, weak Bwaga. As weak as Bwaga, you think you can put a military in the street to stop everybody in this country? Bwaga, if you think you can use the military or the security as a means to guarantee investors to come to the country, you lie. You lie big time. It can't work for you. It will never work for you. You, like I said, you deploy the military all over, build 10 for them everywhere, you put them there. If you think you will govern their country by putting people in fear for their own government, how will we be afraid of our own government? Where is it possible that you will be afraid of your employee? Who has ever been afraid of employee before? Do you see yourself like you and your team? You see yourself like you are our employers? That you can put fear in you? Only employer has the capacity to put fear in employees. It can be the other way around. So if you think your men, now you see why the guys are mustering the courage, because Bwaka is telling them that the military will protect you, the police will protect you. We already have an operation called Operation 7. We are playing people all over. They will protect you. And I want Bwaka showing you, you go do it. You're trash. You're doing it. You're trying. That nonsense you're on there. So that Bwaka go protect you. You say your security. You say what they call it. And now you see why they misbehaving. They're acting rude because Bwaka has guaranteed them that he will try to provide them protection. But we're getting there. You'll see. Anyway, let's get to the lines and interact with our callers. Bwaka, not ready for this country. Let's get on. Elo, how you doing? This caller quickly. Just a minute for each person. We don't have a regular time. Yeah.
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, fine. Quickly, let's hear from you. No time.
Thank you, brother. You know, the things that go on, the guys, they just need trouble, they just need problems. Especially my own people in my country, so greedy for power. Very greedy for power. They are the one who pushing these things because it's so greedy for power. Even the Marcus Thomas who live here, best time here. We walked into our house this day, we invited him, never stepped there. He just had interest in ourselves. But they think that the person it will be there alone, accept. But they forget to know that we the citizens will interfere in it, we will put ourselves in it because our vote is inside. Our vote inside. They can't play with this country they're done. Setting our vote for what? $25,000 or $30,000 is setting our vote for our children future for. I'm Alexander Dan.
All right, Alice. Yeah.
You know, the last time you were on show, I was so provoked, brother, until my whole body was tuning. I couldn't sleep down there. What if men can play with this country that they so? There's a time that the houses cannot be burning. There's a time that children cannot be messy. See that thing? They can play with our children's future. Our parents, nothing I said, consume our parents. We too, we are fighting for our children. They want to consume us. They will not happen. We'll consume them. We'll consume their children. Their children will be getting messy one by one. The houses will be burning. You must play with our future, that.
Okay.
See my children in school. I cannot afford. Just 3 children. School fee, I got to be begging. I got to be begging teacher every day. Even tomorrow, when my children taking tests, I'm going to beg the teachers there to give me some time. But they just setting our vote for $25,000.
I like that. Thank you, Chief, for your contribution. Let me get on to this caller quickly. And what are you doing from RGB County? And what are you doing?
Good evening, Teacher Lights.
Yeah, fine. Let's hear from you quickly.
My name is Sylvester Sandy Carter. I'm calling from District 2.
Okay, go on. Let's listen to you.
My lawmaker appeared in studio last night and make her to understand that he did not receive a dime for the removal of Kofa. Now the order you just play have made me to understand that money was received for the removal of Kofa.
He lied. He lied
because
to you people. He lied to
my
you people.
My vote is involved into that 15,000 and 25,000, and we can show the people of Liberia any attempt to remove from the Kofa. The thing that happened in Kenya, trust me, I'll be one to read it. I think Bwaka will came in before the year end. They will not remove the speaker. In fact, Tuesday, we will gather ourselves in more than 10,000 men and women. We will summon to the capital building, and there will be no removal of Kofa because they are proving to us that they did not do a conviction. They did it because of servants game, and they are portraying themselves to be Jesus Christ to us. Because my lawmaker told me last night he did not receive money. He was on the radio. He told that he did it out of conviction. Now I'm convinced that they never did it out of conviction. They did it because they want to put money in a packet when they can. They can put 2,500 they put in a district report. So we are gathering men and women, like the National Police, the Army, the NSA, you get ready for us, or for not be removed and they try it. What happened in Nairobi, what happened at the Capitol building. Thank you.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. And of course, you, the citizens, you got your stake in there. You send them there. So you got every reason to do whatever you want to do. And if they want it that way, that's it. If they want it, and if Bwaka wants peace, well, that's it. And we think for sure we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. And we are certainly getting there. And we will. And I tried our best to make sure that we appoint you with anything that is unfolding in this country. The country for us, and not for the human being. What is that? Who are they that they can be cherry or all kinds of things? We certainly getting there. Let me get to the WhatsApp line now. You're sorry. So I'm getting to the WhatsApp line. Just a minute for each person. And I know time, and I'm rushing in this. And what are you doing, AB Connect?
Hey, AB, good evening. Thank you for the show.
Yeah.
But I just had a question then. There's no army. There's no police. If police and army could say people, then Macky Sall is president of Senegal today.
Certainly.
Because they have more police in Dakar, they have more army equipped than Liberia. So nothing can save them. Let them do the right thing. You say they all receive money, but look at the all you play. These guys are just playing around with people. AB.
The guys are greedy. They are terrible.
For them, what's the benefit? No benefit. They can't tell you anything, brother. Thank you for the show. We'll wait for the show tomorrow.
In our
Thank
whole
you.
conversation, there is nothing there that speaks to the benefit of the Liberian people. Nothing, absolutely. In our whole conversation. And I got to know is there. Oh man, lead that team. What I will go to PSC and the issue and they say that 30K is there, no, that 25K. How are you doing?
Good evening.
How you doing, Ruby? Kind of quickly. Let's hear from your minute. Yeah.
AB, this will be kind of a call from Canada yesterday.
All right, go on.
AB, Liberia is at a crossroad, and this crossroad, God forbid, it may lead to another uprising. Another uprising. For the fact that the way it is going, Liberia will be fighting against their own lawmaker. And they attempt to remove this speaker and foresee a trouble ahead. And the executive have to distance themselves. Because what is happening is a breakdown. There will be a breakdown in system. Government function will stop if the government of this country to sit down for corporate to be removed from undemocratic move by any judicial rules or whatever we support that. I think there's a revolution that's going to start and bring down its government. Thank you very much.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Eddie P, let's hear from you. These are the tougher statements I want to hear. Then I get back to the WhatsApp line, talk to Musa Brown quickly. Hello, how are you doing? Eddie P, just 1 minute. Musa, I will get to you. Eddie P, quickly, 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, fine. Go on.
You know, I just... Okay, yeah, bro, thank you very much. Just tune in reading and listen to you. You know, they how Thomas Fala can convince some of us that because anywhere you go now, you hear Thomas Fala. How can you convince the public that you're not in a that you're not part of something that happening?
Yeah, LEP, we're not you're coming on. So and prepare yourself, then you come out of class. We're not discussing Fala in specific, but we are talking about them as a whole, the decision and what they want to do. We don't want to tie it to one person. Let's take the decision, especially on what it is. And what are you doing? Musa? Yeah, Musa, let's hear from you quickly. Musa Brown. Yeah, sorry.
I'm very, very much disappointed, even as I lie down and I listen to the radio while you're on air, Evie.
Yeah.
But you know what we are encouraging our brothers and our sisters to do in Liberia. As of tomorrow, moving forward, let there be men. Let there be men. Let them. The army are the brothers of the citizens.
Yeah.
The army, the police coming from whom? Let the police come and meet their mothers and their fathers, their brothers and sisters, their children at the Capitol building or at the certain gallery. Let them shoot them and kill them. Say indeed, Joseph Baka is the one that gave them money. Let them shoot them and kill them. Let Joseph put them in the street. Let Bobby Koba put them in the street. Let the children start put them in the street. Because these very children of the army people, the very children of the NSA security, the very people of the police, the children of the police are not coming to school. This is quite a mindless for our country. When these guys sat down in Capitol building and play with people, let them then come up to the Capitol building on Tuesday and on Monday and stop the nonsense, these motherfuckers from going to that place. They are country bullshit. This is nonsense, Eddie. Thank you so much.
Cool your tempo, my brother. Yeah, let's be moderate. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Hello.
Hello, Teacher Lai. Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Let's hear from you, Chief. The network. Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, you can go on now.
Hello?
We'll get to you. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we getting you. Go on. Let's listen to you, please. Hey, my brother.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm getting you. I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah, hello, Teacher Lai.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Victor. My name is Victor. We call you from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Teacher Lai, this is quite frustrating, and I feel sad for Liberia today, listening to everything that's unfolding. I sent you a letter to your personal email. Also, I'm gonna be seeking the name of all of those and got the State Department, the House, and Senate with their name. We want them to get sanctioned. Enough is enough. The Liberian people are tired of them treating them like a bunch of stupid people. It's time for them to grow up and do the Liberian job and stop being corrupt. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and so forth. And if anything happens to this country, it will go on the heads of those corrupt officials. They are the cause of this country going down, and some of them will go down history. The last of ever Kokoro Jones, they must just get ready. Anything bad that happen in this country is as a result of their decision. Now, why we plunge this country into mess? They are about to take a greater blame for why this country is unstable. Why this country? Because that is where we are going now. And I don't know. Sometimes you try to warn people for them to not do that, but they keep doing it because they think they got everything it is. Sometimes your power can mislead you into a problem. And some of you are going down history for whatever wrong reason. And what are you doing?
Good evening, CM brother AB. Yeah. This is your picking Francis Robert Oka from Unification City, Lower Margibi County.
Yeah, Oka, let's hear from you quickly.
Thank you, CM brother. I think we had to petition you in district number 2 to take over our district. Alpha Kokolo do have brought shame and disgrace and reproach to our district. Alpha Kokolo do sada on what boot telling the citizen of district number 2 that he did not receive money for his time. And you look at the history of this district, I've been putting division 1 student all in town without no more. You look at some hella people to tell them that he did not receive the money for his son. So we want to call on the American government for Alpha Kokolo June to be sanctioned by the U.S. government, because these are the people that bring in serious shame and disgrace to our democracy. You see how the thing is growing. Anything that will spark out in this country, Alpha Kokolo June and the rest of the gangster lawmaker will take serious blame of our country. They are causing serious shame and disgrace to the Liberian people. CM brother, how will you take 50,000 to remove a certain speaker in this country? What kind of question these people want to bring to our country? So we'll petition you 2029 to come and take over our district, so our district will progress. Thank you. Yeah, we see you all day. We're not joking.
All right, enjoy it. Tell from you people. Maybe you wonder about it. What are you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, quickly. Let's hear from you, please. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, no, we are listening. Yeah, go ahead. Let's listen to you on the WhatsApp line. Sorry. Yeah, you can call back. That is if you can, but we are trying our best to make sure that we connect each and every one. Medicine Yadudu. The WhatsApp line is available for you, my brother. You can utilize it if you can. And let me see here. Let me go back here this way on the Lone Star number. Okay, let's go on. Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Go on. Let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, this is Edmond Carr. You know, when I heard coming home, I was kind of bored. It's sad because the last time it happened, we knew that it was not good news for us, you know, on Sunday. You see, the name that you were missing over there on the Unity Party is a lady in my district, Priscilla Cooper. I don't know whether she part of it.
No, she withdrew. She withdrew her signature, maybe something like that. I don't think she part of it anymore.
Okay, but that's good of her, because the last time when I yellow machine became a boss, she was one of the ladies from the Unity Party that stood tall and responded to issues. So if she withdrew her signature, that would be good for our
Okay.
To do so, she must be aware that there will be serious consequence. You know, Liberia, as you were saying, Liberia is headed in the wrong direction. And they see don't sing that over there. I mean, in the international community, good for us. At the end of that, it says the citizen will suffer and everybody will suffer. Not the guy. Now we have a new one now in town. Stratification want to be stratified. All the guys what they are saying. Oh yeah, that's a new one that will be used to want to be stratified. The guys want to be on top. When you write down a letter, go to Capitol Building, 6 to their door, from 10 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock, if they feel happy or anything get you that have good for you, they can't give you 2,000 LG. And you walk away with it. That's what they want. All they want, they will continue to be on top, continue to be on top. Look at Clarence God. Clarence God and Yeke were going back and forth the other day on Voice of Liberia about Hekla Descendee. And Yeke told us that the truth were going to come out about Clarence God. Look at Clarence God, a leader of group to unseat a old brother. I can even make a statement that day on our station with situation was very, very uncomfortable with it. When you say you don't even wear all of our campaign material, you don't wear t-shirt, you don't wear hat, you can want to go for the vote. Yeah, it's evident that he's proving it to us. You know, this is the guy that was saying, oh no, I'm not involved with this, I'm not involved with that. Yeah, he's sitting there, joining with the other guys from Bon County to be the distributor of the money. Hey man, Michael Thomas, man. You in disrespectful right across the road, me, yeah. Because one of the road defining us here. You didn't even run much campaign yet. You were just going from house to house, talking to the citizen. You put your elected, you didn't see a district, you bring it to district 4. You were just going in the home, my brother. Why are you so desperate? Talk about you want to be stratified. What you want? You making 8,000 US out of my brother.
Thank you so much, Edmond. Thank you.
We don't have.
Thank you, Edmond. Edmond, we can owe you at that. Thank you. And sorry, Edmond. And how are you doing?
Yeah, but Abby, good afternoon.
Yeah, fine, Lucien. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you, Abby. You know, but Abby, the thing here is that Omen Bokai is a distraction to the Liberian people. You know, most of the corrupt party that you guys carry on, they want to divert the attention of the Liberian people. And this is why the Liberian people had to be careful on Baby. The Liberian people had to stand up against the act of abuse of power that you guys carry on. Baby, it is getting serious, and if we're not careful, it will lead our country into another disaster. Like Charles did say, if you want to lead in Liberia as a leader to be successful, when you start having problem with the U.S., trust me, it will be serious problem for you. And not just you as individual. Because the serious point here is that, baby, when these things happen, these guys that are stealing this money from our people, they got places to go.
You're right.
But the common people in the country, they got nowhere to go, bro.
Right.
We saw that 1990. We saw that April 6th. We saw that World War III. Most of the poor people, they didn't have nowhere to go. Some of them end up losing their life, losing their entire family. And that is the same thing that these guys starting. And they hear as the old man, he part of every corruption that goes on because he own a portion of the money always coming to him.
Yeah.
So he always finding ways to distract the attention of the Liberian people. Let us not downplay this thing until Liberia go into another problem. But it be the citizens of the country have to stand up and stand up against all those lawmakers that they elect so that they can be able to do the work. If they cannot do the work, let it stand up against them and make sure they leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every one of us deserve to be stratified too. Yeah. So that we all will be stratified. We got to be stratified. I must say I need to be stratified too. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello, how are you doing? Your
I'm
name quickly.
One.
Yeah, go on. Your name quickly, please. Where do you call? Say.
Yeah, from Nima Kante, but I'm in Dupo right now.
Say, go on quickly. No time, please.
Yeah. So, brother Ebi, me, I just want to tell these people, just be careful. Because some are all not coming easy. We are not coming easy. Our presence when my father was there doing the war, I'm not going to be pressed. I'm actually not going to be pressing for me to die.
Okay.
But I'm going to fight for them every means. They're voting what they're going to vote. We, the citizens, will interfere in our vote. Will take part in our vote. Because they're not going to sell my vote for $25,000. They're never going to sell my vote for $20,000. That children will be getting missing. And I got a problem with you. But that he know that he cannot use CDC as a scapegoat. And secondly, he cannot take our vote and go sell it for $25,000 for his own interest while water entering our houses. He can't step there. I keep repeating because tomorrow I'm putting for nothing. People were in for my house. Tuesday morning, I'll be there.
All right.
Tuesday morning, I'll be the fourth person. I will be on my way going. Tuesday morning. It will not be easy. Let me tell you. Just a thing one play where I live in. You already not see blood. At the age of 15 years, somebody start doing Bame work. They want to take our children. They don't want allowed to take our children. They want to be in their own interest. It will not work in this country. Watch and see. Y'all will see fun. Y'all will see fun. They will go Nigeria for OPC. We done a lot of things then. And we decide to come back home and serve our country and take care of our children. They don't want our vote. That country you want to serve for 25,000. It will not work on Tuesday. Watch and see.
Wow. So that's it. Selling the people's vote for cheap 25,000. Could you imagine that? You have no respect for them. 25,000. Is that what you should be selling? You bring yourself down so low like that, and you lie and say out of conviction, Ever Kokolo Jones. You take the people of district number 2 to be stupid and crazy. That you use them and you can't tell and say, oh yeah, 25 out of conviction. Can you imagine that? That's terrible. Yeah, Lawrence, let's hear from you quickly. Yeah, no time. And I'll get 10 more, about 8 more minutes. Yeah, let's do.
Thank
Hello.
you so much.
Yeah.
Snowden calling from the US.
From the US. Go ahead.
For me, I have a
Sorry, the network. Northern.
They are dancing with wicked old men. Yes.
Yeah, Northern, go on. No, you have a problem. So just start up now. Yeah, go on.
Okay. It should not be about, like I said, for me, I have a different view. It should not be about Funati, the name Funati Kofa. Okay?
It should
be about the process they are using to remove him. For me, Funati has not been a good gentleman.
Yeah.
Funati has sat in our country and poor people have been removed from their position. But these guys are dancing with a devil called Joseph Boaka and they don't know. They are playing with this wicked old man, receiving money from him. And they think they are doing the best. That's the only thing I'm against. But Funati has not been doing well for a party that stood by him. He has not been doing well. He should know that he's the third man in command in our country. But he's been sitting there, the people been driving, chasing people out of offices in our place. He has not said anything. Why should it be about him that we be so concerned as Liberian? It's about the process. It's not about the name Funati.
100% the process. Thank you so much, my brother, for your contribution. Let me get on to this one quickly. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, boss. Go on quickly. Your name. No time. I've got just minutes. Just a minute.
Okay, Aaron. Thank you for giving me the time. Chris, we are from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Yeah, go on. We are. Let's hear from you, General.
The lawmaker then whatever money they've been stolen for in the past, 40,000, 50,000 not benefiting. 25,000 were not benefiting. And I will let it know. There's a parable, the people get a parable. The breed that can disagree the rooster always come from the back. So they must watch their back. Watching our ego are. Have a nice day.
Thank you, boss, for your contribution. The next caller. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Yeah, hello, how you doing?
My name is Amadou calling from North Dakota.
Okay, Amadou, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from North Dakota. Fine.
Amadou, we are listening to you. Just continue. Yeah, just go on. Yeah.
There's no guys sit on WhatsApp. 2029, there will be no food for representative.
Okay. I mean, you got to be speaking. Yeah, thank you. And I think you got to just keep talking. Hello, how you doing? Let me get on to the next caller right here on this die. Then we get on to the next. Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, boss. Go on quickly, please.
Yeah. Abraham, you're calling from Buchanan.
Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. Let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, Abraham, we are all problem in the country because when election comes, we the young people will allow the people to do for us. We will allow to do talking. At the end of the day, they will talk us. Then at the end of the day, we can get the record vote.
You're right.
So what we do, we the young people, we are our own problem.
Right.
If you sit in your district and be there and vote for that person, they will know. But people believe the lawmakers depend on what's talking. They will talk. So about you not get power to do, they will do the same talking at the end of the day. They will win the people in the district. So that when the power will get in the country. So my advice that young people should sit in the district and vote in the district. They shouldn't go away for little or much. Yeah.
Let me get to the next caller quickly. Hello, how are you doing? Go ahead. Let's listen to you.
Yeah. Good evening, AB. How are you?
Fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Public Tower Memorial movement in Liberia. And AB will continue to commend you because they don't because they will not say that the warning line, they will not up by you. You are continue to tell them what the Liberian people want. If the lawmaker go ahead, twisty, they do what they are planning to do. Article 1 of the Liberian Constitution, AB, you will see it clear. Because we are there speaking, Article 50A of the Liberian Constitution, I give a right to speak against the evil deeds of the local authority. We are warning them not to remove Jeff and to cover based to the 5,000 issues. Is that a reason like what was saying to everybody? But if they don't listen, my father told me the hole that you're not able to blow, you should not put your butt into that hole to blow it, because you will not able to blow that and look hole. And whenever the Bible ready to die, they would never, that Bible would never ever hear the whistle sign. And then whistle sign, meditate with the tempted and run the chapter belly, treating it there. One of the towers saying it, we are seeing the plan. We will be observing that terrain. Whenever they do what Liberian people not saying that to do, lawmaker will be chasing the country, to your district, to your phone, because we already get a listing in our phone, in our pocket. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, boss. Thanks, boss Getawa, for your contribution. Let me get on to the next caller quickly. Hello, how you doing? And
Fanny Kama from Bomi County.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Chief.
You see, maybe most of the people just go in the house to enrich themselves. We voted them and they go in the house to enrich themselves. And they forgetting to focus on national security or national issues.
No.
Up to this time, they even dismiss EPS that they have. The money they are dispersing around to remove a single person. Why can't they use the money to pay the dismiss EPS?
Yeah.
But they fail to enrich themselves. Only for their selfish aims. That is what they are in our house for.
Wow. Thank you, Chief. Let me get on to the WhatsApp line. Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Mabenu, calling from Maryland, USA.
USA. Let's hear from you, Mabenu.
So, AB, since Thursday, when I saw what happened at that Capitol building, I've been troubled.
Okay.
Because that does not give any good signal of our democracy.
Certainly.
My question to these lawmakers, if they say for true that their action is based on, they are convinced about what they are doing, they are not being coerced or they are not being manipulated, why should they take money? Why can't they do it? They voted for Nati. If they see that he's not doing what they want him to do, then they should not be soliciting signatures for money. Then people should be coming up willingly and be signing against Funati. Yeah. But they just want to carry that country back into the dark days. That's why they are doing all these things. And I've been listening to many of the callers. Like they are threatening now. You can't do anything. People venting out their anger. So we just want to tell them, I think right now it is about time that President Bouakai exercise his leadership.
Yeah.
Whatever way he's able, let him do it, or else it's going to be a very, very serious thing.
You're right.
Thank you so much, and we continue to follow the development from that country.
All right. Thanks so much, Mamelo. All right. So, folks, that's all the time we've got tonight right here on this very die. And I want to say thanks to all of you. You know the reason why we are here? We have sent out a caveat to them. Those rogues, lawmakers, those criminals, they're calling themselves whatever they think they can use the Liberian people's sweat and just market it. And that's one thing I always told people. I'm one person whom I will not use your trust to go market it. Because people say, oh yeah, the AV man, when we get smart thing, the Liberian people believe in him. So all your trust you're putting me, then I'm going to take it to go put it in somebody who's not even deserve it. That's me. The idea is just to take what you're putting me. There have been advocates. There have been people who've been talking. Today is the time. I can't take that. They trust and believe. You know how many of you arguing communities and fighting for my business? They're only for me to go take money from somebody. Cheap money for your sacrifice that you have made, your commitment that you have made, your head and everything you have put on a chopping board. These are the useless group of people that you're fighting for in the communities. Insulting each other, passing all over. It was not the reason why these people were insulting each other. They created enemyship for themselves. So just for you to go sell their whole stuff cheap. Could you imagine that? Talk about stratification. What more stratification do you want? You were a beggar passing around community that made you president today. Are you not stratified? Some of you are passing around here hungry all over the place. You couldn't get a dime for yourself. You couldn't even have transportation to go to school or whatever it is. Today, they put you out of a job where you get cars, you ride there, you're getting gas slip. What more stratification are you looking for? Nonsense people. But anything the citizens want to do, I support it. And to Bouakai and his team, Bouakai is aware of what will happen, that what they call Operation Wash Over 7. Operation Watch Over 7. I don't know who the 7 person that they want to watch over. That's why they have intents all over, because they know. And the reason why the lawmakers are resolved. When you see Samuel Koga and them pushing what they are pushing, they are hearing words from Joseph Boakai and say that, no, you go ahead with it. Let's see what will happen. Joseph Boakai, we know you destroy the CPP, you destroy the Unity Party, you destroy your own life. You were filthy looking all kinds of ways. Useless old man. That's just who you are. You destroy everything around yourself. You want to come destroy our country now? Joseph Boakai, you will either leave and our country stay instead of you staying here in our country sport. So get the security people. Put it anywhere. Mount them anywhere you want to mount them. It's up to you. It's up to you. Do it. And let's see who's really the army carriers in this country. You, Joseph Boakai, thank God it's about to happen. You're not going an inch. Or you don't know about it? Because people have said that if no Kofa, there will be no Boakai. That same song they were singing. When they say when there is no Kofa, there will be no inauguration, is the same thing that they are now echoing, that if no Kofa, no Boakai. That's why you put in security people all over immigration, police, and AFL, the building tents, all over the arguing at the training people, Operation Watch Over 7. 7, that useless 7 you'll get, or whatever it is. You can try it now. Let's see in this country. Some of all we are ready. You don't even know the background I come from. You don't even know. Some of the things I say, you're just saying, yes, say because I feel saying it. I'm not afraid of anybody. You will one day know. You will study deep down and know who we are. Thanks so much for the time tonight. Enjoy yourself. Get ready, go to work. But things, brace yourself for what may come up. If the guys continue on what they are doing, then other people are resolved as well, the same way they are resolved. So start getting ready and start preparing yourself. And I can tell you that clearly. If Joseph Boakai does not want to govern this country, that's it. Some of the temptations came where he managed to avoid them because he wanted to lead this country peacefully. There were things that people went to him challenging. I can remember the lady then said they want to go protest. One lady disrespected we are. Open it in front we are. Women group that when they disrespected we are, they insulted we are, they did all kinds of things. You think we are couldn't retaliate? You think we are? There were things that we are did in this country to make sure that he led this country peacefully. Boakai is upon you now. The bread is upon you. Anything that happens in the country, now we will be blamed though. You will be the cause of it. You and your team. Sit down there. Let's see how far the country will go. Let's see whether investors will come. And you say they come in? Yeah, they come. Let's see where they will come. Let your army then join the street and be shooting people. Let's see how it will work. If you think you will kill people in this country and will be the end and end with peace that lie, any body that lays down as a result of people democratically coming up to speak, anybody that lays down, Boakai would never stay in power again an inch. You learned a thing from me today. I'm not saying it because IAB will lead it, but I know how people are resolved now to stand up for their rights, and they are not willing to back down on it anymore. I'm just giving it as a caveat and warning to you, Boakai, and your team. Thanks so much for being there. Do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.